Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Last Night's Racing League. Here we are, Season 3, round number 11 at the Monster Mile, Dover International Speedway. Hey, it's a beautiful night out there tonight. 71-degree air temperature, winds of 5 miles an hour, track temperature 95 degrees. As always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, click that notification bell if you want to know the moment we go live. And now they're running the 70% fuel as they always do. 3 complete sets of tires, that one fast repair for 100 miles here at the Monster Mile. And as always, we want to give a shout out to our broadcast sponsor, Butt Kicker. Be sure to check out their link in the description for all their great products. Butt Kicker, feel what you've been missing. And we're getting ready to go to qualifying in just a few moments here. And matter of fact, that is our we have a driver spotlight every week, and there's I believe that's our driver spotlight right there. Jesse Thornock, currently 11th fastest tonight. Of course, he also on team Larson Line Motorsports. And there's the 44 Lance Hill. He's at the top of the charts at the moment with that 22.412. Right behind him, there's a couple of teammates there. Adam Elshire for Vortex Theory, second fastest with that 22.415, and Colin Forrester in the number 3 spot on the time charts at the moment. And then we have a mixture. The field is kind of mixed. The teammates are kind of spread out. Now Kevin Mahoney, he's an independent driver. He's not with any particular team. Then we have one of the Morecast Racing drivers. They're in that 5th position. And there's Max. Well, he's on the pits right now. Max Foner for Max Motorsports. Now it looks like we're waiting for his paint to load there. And then let's see who else is on track there. Now this is a new driver here, Lance Caraway, and one of the newer members of the league. He's 9th fastest at the moment. Here comes AJ Green, another one of the Vortex Theory drivers. Still tweaking that setup. We'll bring up the timing tower, see how the times are going here. And we still have about 5 minutes to go. Let's see, where's Jesse at? Jesse, he's still on track there. Let's see if we can find Jesse in the chat here and give him a quick holler here. I'm pretty sure he's in here. Go down to find his team. Let's see. And there he is. We'll bring him up to the booth with us here. Hey, Jesse, Tony in the booth. You got a copy. Hey, man, ready for a race this 1 mile, this Monster Mile here tonight? Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you, is this one of your favorite tracks here? 10-4, man. Yeah, we'll see if we can get that because obviously being the driver's spotlight, we'll be keeping an eye on you and stuff, and hope to see you up the front there. You think that's what it's more about here is taking care of your tires and avoiding things like that? Right. Do you think fuel mileage kind of comes into play? Or they're doing 100 laps tonight, right? Yeah. Ten four, man. Well, good luck, and I'm gonna put you back down to the channel, and we'll see how you go. And we'll if we get a chance, we'll holler at you a little bit later on. Then, all right, man. Good luck. And we got him back down to his channel, and as he puts on the finishing touches, there's even with a fixed setup, there's a couple of little things that you can adjust. Steering offset, brake bias, things of that nature, and so yeah, that's definitely something that you can do, and to actually affect the handling of the truck, make it loose or tight, and like see these guys here running in traffic, definitely not just practicing racing, but also just how their truck's feeling with the setup that they have under it at the moment. And so, yeah, that's it is kind of an important thing there. And so, yeah, we'll see. And about a minute 44 to go before we get into qualifying. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back. Hey, you're watching the last night's Racing League Season 3, round number 11 at the Monster Mile here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, we are back and we're getting ready for qualifying here. Clock is counted down to 0, and now we're just waiting for some folks to come out on track here. I think, let's see, there may be somebody on track. And there's Dakota Moniz heading on out. Going out, getting ready to put down his hot laps here. Should be getting ready to come around and start his first time lap. Of course, it's private qualifying, so there may be other trucks, probably are other trucks on track as well. I do believe there's already some times coming up. We'll put the timing tower up here. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna reset that graphic. I think Dakota, he just finished his first hot lap there. Seventh fastest was a 22.744. Kevin Mahoney, oh boy, he didn't. In the last lap was 22.422. Yeah, he's on the pole for the moment. Alan Ailshire, I think he's done all. He's second fastest. Who else is still out there? There's Dakota, and looks like he's done now. He's eighth fastest. There's Tyler Dingler. Look like he's just wrapping up sixth quickest. We have 8 on the board so far. And let's see, anybody else? There's our driver, spotlight driver there, Jesse Thornock. No time yet. Now he might. Let's see if he just did. He just. Yep, that was his first time lap. That's fifth fastest. It was a 22.512. Oh, and he tapped the wall, so that will eliminate that second lap. Well, if you touch the wall, or there's no real chance to go off track that much here. But if you go off track or touch the wall, that will negate that second lap time. So he'll have to sit with that 22.512 there. See, where's Danny Cochran? There he is. He might be coming around now just to. This may be his first hot lap. Let's see what happens here. Just crossed the line. Did he just complete his first one? Looks like he just, okay, there it is. That's his first one, 23.145. Trying to get up to speed here. Making his way through turns 3 and 4. Let's see if he can improve on that 23. Whoa! And unfortunately, he will not. And he'll have to live with that time there. And so it looks like we're there may be all the folks that are going to qualify. I don't really see anybody else on the screen right now. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and pause for our national anthem. Okay, qualifying is over, and they should be starting to grid up now. And yeah, there the server just did switch over to the race session. So now we'll wait for drivers to come out onto the track. And they're starting to line up now. As they were making their way onto the starting grid, let's take a look at that starting grid here. And on the pole, we've got Kevin Mahoney Jr. He held on to that pole position. Adam Ailshire starting second. Sean Huffstutler third. Steve McCorn's fourth. Colin Forrester in the fifth position. Lance Hill sixth. Jesse Thornock, he got bumped down to seventh. Lance Caraway eighth. Tyler Dingler ninth. Vincent Sore rounds out your top 10. Then we got AJ Green in the 11th position. Martin Morales 12th. In the 13th spot, we have Dakota Moniz. Gerald Space, 14th. Danny Cochran, 15th. Max Foner in the 16th spot. 17th is James Trammell. Greg Moore, 18th. And Jad Khalif in the 19th position. Now we'll wait for the pace car there to roll the field out. Once everybody, there's like a 2-minute countdown timer. Anybody want to make a last change to their setup, they have that little bit of time before they come out onto the starting grid. And then once everybody's in, they'll be off. And here we go. I think at some of the shorter tracks they'll have like 2 warm-up laps, but I do believe they'll be going green this first time around. Field forming up here. Getting ready for 100 laps of action here at the Monster Mile. Waiting for that pace car, and there he goes down on the pit road. We'll be waiting for that green flag. And we got a green, and we're racing here at the Monster Mile. Kevin Mahoney with a pretty good start there. Adam Ailshire in hot pursuit. Boy, look at Sean Hofstadler up in that 3rd spot. He's being challenged by Seba Corns there. Lance Hill and Colin Forrester also in the mix. That's a tight bunch of 4 right there. Oh boy, this is going to get interesting. Hofstadler trying to hold on to that 3rd spot. I'm not sure if he's going to get it. Seba Corns is challenging. He's got it. He's going to go ahead and move ahead. Everybody keeps going. The 99 now back to that 6th spot. Furious start here at the Monster Mile. Mahoney still leads, though, by a little over half a second ahead of Ailshire. A little further back, there's Vincent Sora in the 9th spot. A little further back in the field. Field is spread out pretty good here. Tyler Dingler running in the rounds out your top 10. Martin Morales there right behind him. Mahoney, he has jumped out to over a second lead. Wow, he's not playing around here today. He is just taking off. Now about 9/10, right around a second. Now it's 9/10 ahead of Adam Ailshire. Ailshire also doing good in that 2nd position. Now he's about 6/10 ahead of Lance Hill. Hill trying to catch him. He's got Seba Corns all over him. He's trying to catch that 11 truck. He's got the 15 breathing down his back there. Already 6 laps in the books. It's a mile-long track, but it doesn't take a long time to click off a lap here, that's for sure. Well, those two battling, and Colin Forrester, he's there not too far behind them there. Right now, those are the only 2 teammates that are, from what I see here, that are in the top 10. Everybody else is like, it's just a mixed bag of different teams there. Jesse Thornock, he's a spotlight driver. He's the first Larson Line driver that's in the top 10. And matter of fact, he's got a teammate in the top 10 now. That's Dakota Moniz now moved into, he's in the 10th spot. He's moved up 3 positions since the start of the race. It's Tyler Dingler right there in front of him. And right behind him is Martin Morales. See, somebody's back there blinking just a little bit. It looks like they got by the 19. Moniz now into the 9th position, trying to move up a little bit. He's right behind his teammate, Jesse Thornott. You know, we've seen Dakota up near the front a lot, but it's like he hasn't been quite at the very front as much lately. Now, trying to change that here tonight at Dover. Got himself into the top 10. Meanwhile, up front, Mahoney, he continues to lead. Wow, 1 point. It's like 1 3/4 seconds. Adam Aylshire has his position not quite as strong now. Just under 3/10. Lance Hill is really pouring on the coals now, trying to catch that number 11. He's only just a hair under 3/10 of a second behind Aylshire, and kind of holding on pretty much there. I heard a little blip of the throttle there, and I'm not sure what that was, to be honest. Boy, Adam Aylshire, he's getting a lot of pressure now. The 44 is looking to try to make a move here, I think, folks. Oh, and he gets into the wall. That's not going to help his cause. He continues on. Hopefully that doesn't slow him down too much. He tapped that outside wall. He's got Seba Corns ready to pounce if he's having problems, that's for sure. Seba Corns, and that happened right in front of him, and he's probably glad he didn't spin out because he's really close there. Looks like he's keeping his pace up, though. They're all blipping that throttle coming, it looks like, when they're coming out of turn 2. That may be a characteristic of what they're doing out there tonight. He's a second. Oh, and he really closed up that time. Now, Hill might be having a problem here. As Seba Corns he is going to move. Looks like he's trying to move into that 3rd spot. I think he's going to get it. He is clear of the 44. Seba Corns now into that 3rd position. Hill may be able to continue, but he probably won't mind a caution coming out, and he might have to go ahead and may have to either burn that fast repair or just sit on pit road for a while and have him, bang out some of that damage that's on the truck there. Meanwhile, Kevin Mahoney continues to extend his lead now over 2.5 seconds, 2.57. It was 2.6 there for a moment, and but man, he's having he's in a rocket ship as of now, and he doesn't care about any caution. He's like, let this thing go green. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's Colin Forrester running in the 6th position. A little further back is Vincent Sora. Then we have our spotlight driver, Jesse Thornott. Jesse's rolling along in that 8th spot. Now, Jesse, he lost 3 positions, started 5th. And like you say, he may be biding his time, trying to take care of those tires, and because it's still a long race. They're only about a 5th of the way through. They just the leader just started lap 20, so Jesse may be trying to pace himself there. A little bit of a gap, half a second between him and teammate Dakota Moniz, now in that 5th, 9th spot. I'm sorry, in number 5 truck. Martin Morales, I think he might have put a little bit of a gap between him there. Martin Morales, he's under some pressure from another Larson line driver, though. Oh, and I think Lance Hill, is that him? Oh, I thought I saw somebody coming down on pit road. Maybe not. It might have been just the angle, the way the thing looked there. All trucks are still, let's see. That was Lance Caraway. Okay, I thought I saw somebody jump to the pits there. it said that he jumped to the pits. I don't know why it said that, because that would have meant that he's towing in. It may be because he's blinking. I'm not sure, and it's giving a false reading here. But he's still on track, and but he's actually 7 laps down. He might have lost his connection momentarily, and he's back in the server now. But as you can see, he's 7 laps down, and we have a total of 19 trucks on the track here tonight. Yeah, he's definitely blinking. Let's go back up with our leader, Kevin Mahoney. He continues to hold that lead is holding around 2 3/4 seconds. Kevin having a very good night here right now. Adam Ailshire still holding on to that second spot. Seba Corns was getting close there, and now actually he's pulled away now. He's over 2 seconds ahead of the 15 truck. So Adam also having a very good run here tonight. Seba Corns, he's got a little bit of pressure there, about 7/10 of a second. That's Sean Hofstadler. You know, and we keep seeing Sean work up through the field, and he's way up there now, folks, in that within the top 5, and he is well and clear of Colin Forrester, over 2 seconds, maybe 3 seconds or so ahead of the 24. So yeah, he's having a good run here tonight. Trying to see if he can close in on Seba Corns there. No pressure from behind, not really. See, that's Caraway. He's a truck that's 7 laps down. Gerald Space is a lap down. He'd be the lucky dog. Caraway probably hoping that his connection will hold on. But look at the gap. You can see the next truck back is Colin Forrester. You see how much of a gap Sean Hufstadler has on the 5th place Colin Forrester. Forrester running in that 5th spot. He's got a bit of pressure from Vincent Sora, and way up there, the second truck up ahead of him, that's 4th place. Those little puffs of smoke you see on the screen there, that I believe that might have been coming from Caraway. Sometimes when a car or a truck, when they have a connection issue and they blink out, sometimes you'll see little puffs of smoke as their vehicle pops in and out of the virtual track. And so Colin trying to hold his own here, getting a lot of pressure now from Vincent Sora. I'm almost surprised to see Vincent back this far. I mean, Sora, he has been the man for sure. This the last several races anyway, he has really been putting it to him, you know. And I don't remember the last time I saw him back this far down in the order at this early stage of the race. He's usually up the front, and but right now, he doesn't have anything for the leaders, Mahoney and Ailshire. Well, because right now he's about 8 seconds behind the leaders, and everybody's behaving themselves pretty good. You know, oh God, you know the announcer's curse, but hey, I gotta say it. These guys are going look like it may be a long while. A little further back, Colin Forrester, he's still managing to hold Vincent Sora at bay. There's Jesse Thornock, our spotlight driver, now back up to the 7th position. He's back exactly where he started. Now trying to see if maybe at some point he can make some headway here. I think it'll be a question of seeing how the tires hold up on these long green flag runs, because sometimes when you get these cautions and that it's not like they have unlimited tires anyway, though they still only have 2 additional sets, I believe. So you still have to kind of be careful with that. Let's go ahead and crank it up here as we ride along with Jesse Thornock. Go ahead and crank it up here as we ride along with Jesse Thornock. Warnock running in that 7th position. Teammate Dakota Moniz right there. And they're all getting a bit tight there. Max Foner, he's at the back of that group right there. Got to be careful. A lot of these guys, they run together and they're not all on the same team. Oh boy, Foner got a run on somebody there on Dakota Moniz. Here comes Martin Morales in the 1 truck. And he moves down in front of Moniz into that 8th spot. Man, it is getting tight here, folks. Max Foner trying to work his way through. Colin Forrester there on that high side. He's going to make it. I think he's going to get past the 24. Yes, he does. Now, we might be starting to see some of these tires going away. Look at Max Foner on the move. He gets the 7th position, make it 6th position from Jesse Thornock. Thornock was running 7th, had moved up to 6th, now lost it to the 51 truck. Max Foner on the move. And we're only 10 laps away from the halfway point. Talk about a long green flag run, which isn't that uncommon here at Last Nights. They do put in some long runs. All trucks. Oh, and it looks like 48. I didn't see that. AJ Green, he's retired. Caraway, his connection may have let go finally. And so we do have 2 retirements. Gerald Space 2 laps down. Cochran, Danny Cochran showing 2 laps down. I'm sorry, Gerald Space is 11 laps down. So that's surprising to see the 2 truck 2 laps down. Definitely not his night here tonight. He did have that spin in qualifying. So it may not be his strongest track. Well, I tell you, the man of the hour has been Kevin Mahoney. He continues. Boy, the gap is still well over 3 seconds, now at 3.5. Boy, if this was a fight, they'd stop it. I mean, Mahoney, he is just checked out. And Seba Corn's not doing. He can't keep pace with Mahoney, but he is not doing bad himself as well. He's also over 3 seconds ahead of our 3rd place Seba Corns. Seba Corn's running in that 3rd spot. He's still trying to stay ahead of the 99 of Hustutler right there, around 0.7 of a second. And like I was saying about the green flag runs, when you have these really long green flag runs, you really get to find out just, how well you're saving your tires and find out, when they hit that cliff. And I think for some of the guys, Colin Forrester, perhaps they might have hit it and he's falling back a bit. He's now in that 10th position. And I haven't, Danny Cochran, other than the folks who have retired, except for like Gerald Space and Cochran, no one has pitted yet. That's on the lead lap. They continue to hammer away here lap after lap. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's Lance Hill. He's in the 11th spot. James Trammell, another one of the Morecast Racing drivers, is spaced out pretty good here now. He's got over a second ahead of that's Gerald Space. That's not for position, though. Tyler Dingler is the next truck in line in the 13th spot, but he's over a second back, running in that 13th position. Greg Moore is in the 14th spot. And speaking of Team Shavota, I don't see Sean McLaughlin here, and I'm going to have to reach out to Sean. And because, this is the 2nd week in a row that his mom is not on the air. And, hey, I'll admit it, I'm concerned about that. I'll have to reach out to Sean. And now Sean's not here this evening. We certainly hope everything's okay. And so we will let you know about that. She is the #1 fan of Team Shavota, and we're definitely thinking about her. One of your leaders on pit road, Adam Aylshire making his way down pit road. The first of the leaders to come in. I thought I saw somebody else on pit road, Dakota Moniz. Yeah, he's got that 5 truck, tires and fuel for the number 5. He's down and away. Aylshire still making his way down to his pit box. He started second, had to go all the way down pit road. Now this will be interesting. There's your leader. I'm about to say, because once those like the second and third and the folks in the top 5 there and in top 10, once they start pitting, you better come in and keep up with that cycle. And he's got such a lead time wise, he doesn't want to lose that, because if you stay out much longer, those guys, those fresher tires, they'll eat into your gap that he had developed. And so he is down and away. And right now, showing in the 10th position, Sean Hustadler has cycled up to the lead. Now he's about to relinquish that as he comes on the pit road. Teammate right behind him also coming in. I was wondering if he was going to stay out. And if Greg Moore stays out, he's not staying out either. So we're at lap 50. A whole lot of the gang is coming in. Wow, everybody's coming in. Who is left out there? And that's everybody has pitted. So Mahoney, he is about to cycle back up to the lead. So 50 laps was the limit there. Well, I'd say, let's see, Mahoney, yeah, let's say lap 48 or 49, because that's what Thornlock was telling us. Jesse, he's in that 12th spot. He pitted on lap 49. And the leader, Kevin Mahoney, pitted on lap 48. So Jesse went a lap longer. But he had lost some positions, though, so he didn't really gain anything by going a lap longer. And so everybody has been in the pits. There's Jad Khalif, league owner there, making his way out. He's been having some contact with the outside wall. Currently running out in the 16th position. Getting that 22 truck back up to speed. Mahoney continues to lead, and he timed that pit stop well, because his gap is still over 3 seconds now, 3.3. It is starting to come down, though, on these fresh tires. Adam Aylshire is trying to eat into that lead. It was dropping. It had gone down to 3.2, but now it's starting. I think what happened was Mahoney, he got out there and got 2 or 3 laps on those tires, got them up to operating temperature. And he's trying to pour on the coals now and maintain that 3+ second lead over Aylshire's, kind of holding around 3.2. And we were having some problems the last couple of nights. I don't know. Maybe there is something going on in my area with my internet, because my connection. I never ever usually drop frames, and I'm seeing some little blips in the connection here. So we'll hope that we maintain it. If it's something just going on with the internet, there's little I can do about that. But we'll have to keep our fingers crossed. Everything's so far so good. Knock on wood. Mahoney, he's opened up the gap again. And how about Seba Corns? He finally got around the 11 of Aylshire into that second position, trying to see if he can pull away. And he is really starting to pull away. Adam Aylshire, I wonder if he hit the wall or anything. Let's zoom in on him here. The truck seems like it's okay from what we can see here. Yeah, the right side looks pretty clean. I haven't now the right rear quarter panel, he did contact. He might have made some contact with the wall there, and got that truck a little bit of damage there. These trucks are a little sensitive. There's Danny Cochran. He's actually in the 3rd position. He was a lap down, and now Cochran's actually on the lead lap. So jumped up 12 positions. How did that happen? He did pretty good there. He might have had, I don't know if he just took 2 tires when he stopped or not, but he really made up some time there. And the track is rubbered in more as well. The track may just be coming to him here a little bit as the race goes along. He's 4 seconds, just about 5 seconds behind the leader. And but that gap is growing just a little bit. Well, I tell you, the guy that's on the move is Seba Corns. He is 8 into that 3-second lead of Kevin Mahoney, and he now only the gap is only 1.4 seconds. And I mean, he is right. That's Greg Moore. Greg Moore is let's see, he's one lap down, and that's Mahoney right in front of Moore, so he can see the leader there. And Seba Corns is definitely on the move. Track definitely a bit of a grueling racetrack here under these conditions. There's our driver spotlight there, Jesse Thornock. He's kind of been up and down inside the top 10 there. Yeah, I think we saw him as high as maybe 6th position, and now he's back to the 9th spot, 63 laps in. Yeah, that's a battle for position. Max Foner there right in front of him. In fact, that's Foner and Ailshire he's battling with. Ailshire in that light blue chart. And he's blinking as well. I'm wondering, interesting. I'm seeing a lot of folks blinking out here tonight. Different trucks, not all everybody at the same time. Let's check up with your leader there, Kevin Mahoney. He's still over a second ahead of Seba Corns. The gap has grown once again about 1.5. Seba, he's really been chewing into it. In fact, he still has Greg Moore in front of him. Greg Moore is in the lucky dog position, not wanting to fall any further back. So right now he is holding his own against second place Seba Corns, over half a second ahead of the second place truck. He'd probably be thinking right now, this will be a good time for a caution, and I get that lucky dog position, and so I can move further up, and almost to the point where he can almost race his way back onto the tail end of the lead lap. We're at lap 67 here. More, he's right there behind the leader, only 0.3 of a second, and he's actually creeping up on him as we speak. And Seba Corns is actually losing a few hundredths of a second. I think Greg Moore is going to make a move here to try to race his way to the lead once again. And there he goes. Not to the lead, but to on the lead lap. Greg Moore once again on the tail end of the lead lap. No longer in the lucky dog position. Let's see. Moore, he pitted on lap 50. He actually went a couple of laps further than Mahoney and Corn. So yeah, he's his tires are a couple of laps fresher, and we'll see how that holds out over a long green flag run, because they went green all the way to that first pit stop, and I'm thinking they'll probably gonna. This is interesting, folks. They all pitted right about just about the halfway mark. Boy, can you imagine if this thing goes green, and we're going to be having green flag pit stops just about inside of 5 laps to go if it were to stay green the entire time. Wouldn't that be something to see how that cycles out? Greg Moore right now on the tail end. There's your leader, Kevin Mahoney, and there is Seba Corns, and he has caught the 66. And I think Mahoney just tapped the wall there, unless he got like super close. I think Seba Corns might be challenging for the lead here in a moment if he can get close enough. And Sean Huffstadler, he is back up to the 3rd spot himself. These guys, I tell you, the guys that have been up the front, have been doing very well to get themselves back up to the front. Seems like pretty much on sheer pace alone. Now Mahoney, he trying to find another gear there and trying to put some distance between him and Corns. About 3/4 of a second now. But Huffstutler, he's quite a ways back from Seba Corns. He's like well over 6 seconds back from the 15 truck. So right now, the battle for the win right now is between the 66 and the 15. How about Max Foner? He's moved up into that 4th position, and Jesse Thornock as well. Our spotlight driver now in the top 5. I think that's the highest he's been all race long. And he said he was going to try to. I think he was going to try to pace himself and save those tires. And now we're just about 3/4 of the way through this race. And after a while, you start seeing how the race is going to go. You don't see folks spinning out and having these cautions. You start thinking to yourself, okay, this is going to be a marathon here, just nonstop. We're going to have to grind this thing out to the end. And these guys are now thinking, okay, I've got good pace over these long runs, and having those long runs help them realize what they can do under these long conditions. Some more cars, trucks just come in pit road. There's Danny Cochran now pitting, making his way down pit road. So, James Trammell, he's just leaving his pit box. Thought I saw somebody else on pit road. Maybe not. Let's see. Might have been just those two. Cochran now just into his box. Tires going on for the 2 truck. Nobody else is on pit road. So it'll be a while. 24 laps remaining. He'll cycle around maybe once these leaders stop. So, you never know. He could be something could happen here at the end of this race. He's stopping now. In a manner of speaking, he's kind of short pitting because I don't think even the leaders can make it to the end of the race. And it may be about just taking care of your tires now. Even, let's see, folks like say, Jesse Thornock or even Sean Huffstutler. Of course, they're all going to they've only stopped once. Danny Cochran, he is, him and James Trammell are like the first 2 on the lead lap that have stopped for a second time. So we're going to have to keep our eye on those 2, Danny Cochran and James Trammell, who's right there in that 20 truck. And it's going to be interesting because they know that these guys around them are going to have to stop once again. I almost got a funny feeling that the race it might come down between those 2 with only 21 laps to go. And they've got those fresh tires on, and they know everybody in front of them are probably going to have to stop. Now, we saw, who was it? There was Martin Morales. He stopped on lap 50. Sean Huffstutler, he stopped on lap 50. The last time Mahoney stopped was lap 48. Question, can he stretch it 2 more laps to hold on and get a win here? Because the guys that did stop just now, Trammell and Cochran, they're showing 2 laps down. So it wouldn't be like he would have to just be going absolutely pedal to the metal all out. I don't think his fuel will be the issue. But if he's got the fuel to make, that's the other thing. If he's got the fuel to make it, he might can stretch it those 2 more laps. The pace he's got, he's doing pretty good. Him and Seba Corns, that gap is hanging around 1.3 seconds. So it's an interesting situation there. Do they want to race each other hard, or do they want to try to save their tires and their fuel and try to eke out 2 more laps to keep guys like, say, who were we talking about, Danny Cochran and James Trammell from capitalizing on them stopping again. There's Cochran in the 14th spot. Trammell has gotten by him and got on down the road there a little bit. Now, Sean Huffstutler, he did go 50 laps. Sean Huffstutler, If he went, obviously it's simple math. If he went 50 laps, he can go to 100. And so Sean Huffstadler could very well be looking at a win here tonight if this thing stays green. Wouldn't that be something? And he's got 3/4 of a second on Max Foner. He stopped when he pitted, it was lap 49. So can he stretch it 50? Can he go 51 laps on those tires and field? Because he was hard charging through the field there, got up into the top 5. He may be doing the same thing. I'm starting to get the funny feeling that some of these guys are starting to get into conservation mode here, either with fuel or with tires, trying to save their stuff as much as they possibly can until the last couple of laps, and whatever they've got left on the table, just give it all they've got. 14 laps remaining. Kevin Mahoney still your leader, and there's James Trammell. Trammell now only 1 lap down. He's both him and Greg Moore. Greg Moore was he had gotten back on the tail end of the lead lap, but he went a lap down again. So now they're both showing 1 lap down. And that gap between him and Seba Corns, it's only 3/4 of a second, folks, and it's starting to come down now. I'm wondering, could it be his tires? Are his tires starting to go away on him? Is the 15 truck going to catch him with 12 laps to go? I mean, there he is right there. There he is, and there's Seba Corns. Seba Corns could be in the same boat. They both pitted on lap 48. Sean Huffstadler is right behind Seba. He's but unfortunately he's over 6 seconds behind the 15 truck. And if he was a little closer, could he and would he want to put pressure on the 15, or is his tires getting to be in delicate shape now? Does he have to focus more on just taking care of those tires and making it to the finish line? Right now, his best shot would be fuel. Thinking that maybe hoping that the leader, and he blinked out there, hoping that maybe the leaders can, or will have to maybe pit and give him an opportunity to move up and grab this win. Because he doesn't seem like he's not. You can tell that they're not going at the pace that they were. Everybody, you can just tell that they're nursing those tires now, and sometimes that can be just a grueling thing, man. When you get to the end of a tire run there, and don't look now, Sean, but Max Foner's right there, and I mean, he pitted a lap earlier than Sean, but right now he's not acting like he's trying to save his tires a whole lot. You can hear them working that throttle through the turns, trying not to spin those tires as much as possible, saving those Goodyears. And I think he's got enough. He's going to make it past the 99. Max Foner into that 3rd position. Wow, and this is an interesting mix here, folks. Right now, the only Larson Line driver even in the top 10 is Jesse Thornock, running in the 5th position with 7 laps remaining. Jesse having a great race here. Now he's a second behind Huffstadler, and he might be able to catch the 99 for a top 3 position here. Now just a hair under a second. It keeps flirting right around a second. I think these guys are like, I think they're starting to struggle with these tires and just trying to coax these tires along. Like, just give me a handful of laps. All I need is just a handful more. And boy, I wonder. I don't think any of them were expecting this thing to go green all the way. And that's like, man, are you kidding me? Not even a chance to take a breath. But I mean, some good hard racing. Mahoney, he's still in the lead. He's opened up that gap once again, 1.7 seconds. Seba Corns. Let's look at the let's take a look at the lap time history here and see if we can see what's going on there. Let's switch it over so we look, compare him to the leader. Mahoney has been faster on the last 4 laps, and Seba Corns was quicker on lap 96, a tenth of a second quicker. So yeah, let's see that changes again. Now we're on lap 97. That time Mahoney was 0.3 of a second quicker, and Seba, he was working his way up there, but I don't know. His tire, I don't think he has the tires to do it anymore. Well, I tell you, from the drop of the green flag, Greg Moore on the verge of going 2 laps down again. Moore has once again raced his way back onto the tail end of the lead lap. And with 2 laps to go, they're coming around, and he's about to get the white flag, folks. White flag is in the air for Kevin Mahoney. I mean, from the drop of the green flag, he was like a shot out of a cannon. He took off, and he never looked back once. Coming around through turns 3 and 4, only during pit stop cycles, relinquishing the lead to get it back. Kevin Mahoney, a commanding win here at the Monster Mile in Dover. Wow, what a run for Kevin Mahoney Jr. And I mean, he owned this track tonight, folks. Absolutely. Kevin came in and said, hey, this is my house now. Kevin Mahoney, your winner. Foner, he did come in the second place. How about Sean Huffstudler in that 3rd position? Jesse Thornack, our spotlight driver, finished 4th. Good run there for Jesse. Just did miss the podium. That would have been great to get him out in the broadcast, but we might grab him anyway if he stays in the server. But yeah, your winner here, Kevin Mahoney Jr. And we're going to go ahead and grab the guys and get them up in the booth. Man, that race it just feel like it went by fast. So we're going to get Max and Sean up there. Let's see if we can find them. Looking for Sean. We may have to wait for, there's Sean right there, and move him up to the booth. And there's Max. Okay, we'll move Max on up as well. And we'll hop down there with them real quick here. Okay, folks, we're in Victory Lane with your top 3. Kevin Mahoney, Max Foner, and Sean Huffstudler. Hey, Kevin, man, what a race. You absolutely owned that track tonight, man. Congratulations. Well, I tell you, those tires, they were just crying, weren't they? So it did turn down to be fuel because I was listening. Everybody's running, like everybody's really backing off. I was thinking to myself, it's either tires or it's trying to make it on fuel because you only went, what was it? You went 50 laps on to your first stop, or was it 48? I think it was 48, wasn't it? I tell you, man. But congratulations, man. Anybody want to give a shout out to? Yeah, man, good to see you in Victory Lane. Like I said, we haven't seen you that often. I know you're happy to be in Victory Lane and on that top step. Congratulations, and we'll see you hopefully next week. Okay, hey Max, you got a copy. I think he had his mic muted. I wonder if you can hear. Hey Max, man, good run, man. I tell you, and you worked your way up through the field there. Boy, I tell you, was it a fuel situation for you as well? Right. Yeah, I tell you, because I think that might have caught some folks out, not expecting it to go green from flag to flag, and that was a marathon there, wasn't it? Oh no! Right. All right. An- Anybody want to give a shout out to? 10-4, man. We're good finish, man. We'll see you next week. Hey, Sean, you got a copy. Hey man, good to see you up here on the podium, man. I tell you, we've been seeing you getting closer in those top fives, and sometimes the luck that just doesn't go your way. And for a minute there, and I was telling the folks, I was like looking at because you stopped on lap 50, I believe it was, and I was thinking, yeah, I was like, Sean might. If the other guys absolutely have to stop for fuel, Sean might sneak in here and grab a win here. I was thinking either you or maybe or the two truck, and I'm not sure what happened with him. He ended up pitting with several laps to go at the end. But man, I tell you, what a race, man! How was it the fuel and the tires for you there? Well, man, I tell you, you did a great job, man, and definitely, it's always good to come away with a good finish here at the Monster Mile, man. Congratulations! Anybody want to give a shout out to? That, absolutely, man. Everybody put on a great show every week, and congratulations again, and we'll see you next week. Hey, Jesse, you got a copy? Hey man, hey, boy, I tell you, man, you almost got that driver spotlight truck up in the top three there, man. I had to pull you up here anyway, man. I think we're gonna do that anyway with our spotlight drivers. We should start doing that. But man, you had a great run. I know you enjoyed the track. Were you expecting it to go caution free? Man, man, that is something, man. It doesn't come any closer than that, does it? Then for anybody want to give a shout out to? 10-4, man. Congratulations, and we'll see you guys next week. Yeah. Okay, folks, boy, I tell you, what a race. That was awesome. And we're going to go ahead and let's bring up those finishing results here. And we have Kevin Mahoney. Boy, flag to flag. Your winner, Max Foner, second position. In third is Sean Huffstetter, Jesse Thornlock, our spotlight driver, into that fourth spot there. Fifth was Vincent Sora, Seba Corn sixth, Colin Forrester seventh, Adam Ailshire in the eighth spot, Lance Hill ninth, Martin Morales Jr. He rounds out the top 10. Then we have Greg Moore 11th, Dakota Moniz 12th, James Trammell in the 13th position. 14th was Danny Cochran. Jad Khalif finished 15th. Tyler Dingler 16th. Daryl Spaeth 17th. AJ Green finished scored in the 18th spot, and Lance Caraway in the 19th position. And boy, I tell you, as always, thank you for joining us here for round number 11 here in season 3. And man, I tell you, that was an absolute marathon. Those guys, they're going to go rest up now, get ready for next week. And for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.